You also have been touring in the United States.
Yeah.
How has that gone?
Really, really well. There was, when we initially did the first production of Voir un ami pleurer, we invited the head of the Délégation Générale des Alliances Françaises, Isabelle Grouet, from Washington, D.C. to come and see the show, in hopes that perhaps she would get excited about it and promote or sponsor a tour, which indeed she said, yes, I think this show is wonderful and dynamic, let's do it. So it was picked up in Washington, D.C., Portland, Maine, and Buffalo, New York. And in each of these places, the audience were very, very different. In Washington, D.C., which has a huge Francophile and Francophone community, we played in a 350-seat theater at the French Embassy, the Maison Française, and we were sold out, packed to the gills. And that was a very raucous crowd with English ears, or sorry, American ears and French ears and Northern African ears in the same room. So that was a really dynamic audience. In Portland, Maine, the majority of our audience was high school students. And they came from all over Maine to see the show. We had about 250 high school students, and they were just riveted and asked really, really smart questions. And I think we're well prepared by the study guide that we provided them and also by their teachers. But it was a dynamic conversation. And then in Buffalo, the people were so excited to have theater in French in Buffalo, New York, and they said, please come back. Bring some more theater in French. And as I may have mentioned before, we're the only French language theater that's left in the United States. There had been two others, one in New York and one in Washington, D.C., and they closed for various reasons, and now we're kind of the last team standing.
What's next for Theatre du Reve?
Next is we're remounting our award-winning production of Vive la Fontaine, which is based on the fables of Jean de La Fontaine, and it's a wild cabaret kind of a piece with music and dance and puppetry. And then we have started to work with this really wonderful French playwright called Valère Novarina. And again, we'll be working with Valérie Warnotte as a director-adapter of some of Valère Novarina's work. And we've been invited by the Festival de la Francophonie in Limoges, France, to develop this piece. So we'll be working with 3 American actors from Atlanta, from Theatre du Reve, and 2 French actors over in Limoges with Valérie directing. So we'll start there, then we'll bring the show to Atlanta in January, where we'll premiere it. And then there's already talk of a tour of this show, which is called L'acteur sacrifiant, the sacrificing actor, in Washington, D.C., and we hope New York, Chicago, and Boston. So,
well, we look forward to keeping up with your new performances and this exciting growth that you've accomplished.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.